Our brains are amazing. Billions of neurons firing, creating thoughts, emotions, and actions. But how do they communicate? Enter neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers of the brain. One such messenger, often overlooked, is agmatine. Agmatine is a naturally occurring molecule found in our brains and throughout our bodies. It's produced from the amino acid arginine. Think of arginine as a kind of parent molecule, and agmatine is its talented offspring, playing a crucial role in various brain functions. Agmatine doesn't just sit around, it interacts with receptors on neurons, influencing their activity. This interaction is vital for learning, memory, mood regulation, and even pain perception. Understanding agmatine gives us a glimpse into the complex symphony of our brain. Neuropharmacology might sound intimidating, but it's simply the study of how drugs affect our brains. Imagine our brain as a vast network of roads, and neurotransmitters are the vehicles traveling these roads, carrying messages. Certain compounds can change how these vehicles travel, influencing the messages being sent. Pharmacodynamics zooms in further, focusing on how these compounds interact with their specific targets in the brain, like receptors. Think of receptors as docking stations for specific vehicles. Some drugs, like agmatine, can bind to these receptors, influencing how well other vehicles can dock and deliver their messages. Agmatine, in this context, acts as a clever traffic controller. It can either enhance or reduce the signals from other neurotransmitters, depending on the situation. This ability to modulate brain activity makes agmatine a fascinating subject for researchers. Opioid receptors are like the brain's volume knobs for pain and reward. When activated, they can dampen pain signals and induce feelings of pleasure. However, too much activation can lead to tolerance and dependence, often seen with opioid drugs. Agmatine walks a tightrope with these receptors, acting as a biphasic modulator. This means it can either increase or decrease opioid receptor activity depending on the dose and context. At low doses, agmatine can enhance opioid effects, while at higher doses, it might actually block them. This balancing act makes agmatine intriguing for managing pain and addiction. It could potentially enhance the pain-relieving effects of opioids, while simultaneously reducing the risk of tolerance and dependence. However, more research is needed to understand these complex interactions fully. Kratom, a plant with opioid-like effects, has gained popularity for pain management and opioid withdrawal. It interacts with the same opioid receptors as traditional opioids, but with a slightly different mechanism. This is where agmatine enters the picture, potentially influencing kratom's effects. Some studies suggest that agmatine might reduce tolerance development to kratom. Remember how agmatine can modulate opioid receptors? This modulation could prevent the receptors from becoming desensitized to kratom's effects, making it effective for longer. Additionally, agmatine might ease kratom withdrawal symptoms by influencing other neurotransmitter systems involved in withdrawal, such as glutamate and norepinephrine. However, research in this area is still in its infancy. While the potential benefits are exciting, more studies are needed to understand the long-term effects and safety of combining agmatine and kratom. To safely consume agmatine to enhance kratom effects, follow these guidelines. First, always adhere to the recommended dosage provided by the manufacturer. Typically, this ranges from 500 millinars to 1,000 millinars per day. It's crucial to start with a lower dose to assess your body's response. Additionally, consider cycling your usage. For example, use agmatine for 5 days, followed by a 2-day break. This helps prevent tolerance buildup. Speaking of tolerance, taking regular breaks, such as a week off every month, can be beneficial. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. While the potential benefits of combining Agmatine and Kratom are promising, personal safety and health should always come first.